Oh, she is so smart. I'm so proud of you. You made us all proud. Congratulations. You are doing such a good job. I always knew you were going to make it. I always knew you were going to do an amazing job since you were a little girl. If that sounds familiar and you've gone through your whole life being the smart girl, able to easily pass exams, just being book smart and having no problem doing well academically, and you are currently on a journey to build a rich life on purpose that's outside of that traditional path and no one understands you, be sure to keep watching today's video. I'm going to speak directly to the high achieving woman who doesn't quite know yet, who's looking for the answers to how she can take her book smarts and transfer those skills over to the streets. The streets being the journey of you building a rich life on purpose. If you've been here before, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're new here, my name is Aspire J, and on my channel, we talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our lives so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life. So if you grew up book smart, right? You grew up, you were able to pass tests, you have degrees on top of certifications, on top of promotions, all pointing directly to the fact that you've already always been and always will be intelligent, book smart, like reading books actually paid off for you. And you are trying to figure out how do these specific skills that you have gained over the years, test taking skills, being able to break down complex concepts to even 10-year olds, or you just have this like ability to articulate yourself effortlessly, and you are what people call book smart, right? You can read, retain information, pass tests with high scores, and you've done a good job in your education from a child to adulthood. You have degrees, you have certifications. There's no denying that you're the smart one. There's no denying that you're the one with the brains. However, now that you have done all that and you've gotten to a point where you've decided, I no longer want to get any more certifications or degrees. I want to get experience in the real world. We're going to call that real world the streets. But you have no idea how to take what you've done all these years being the smart one, and you don't know which skills that you already have are transferable. I want to share with you some pointers on how to amplify the book smarts that you already possess and transfer those skills into street smarts, being in the streets just being I'm saying street smarts, but what I'm referring to is sometimes it can seem difficult to when you're building something outside of academia, when you're building something that is rebellious to the traditional path. But because you have gained all of your accolades and validation on the traditional path, when you decide to exit that or try something new, aka the streets, not really the streets, don't go that route, but all right, then you may be wondering, how does my past experience of being book smart, for one, it's not going to go away, but how does this help me with what it is I'm trying to do? And it can seem like a very different skill sets, and they are, but it's just your mindset around the framing that you have to change. It's not the skill that you're going to have to change, because trust me, a lot of things that how you've passed tests and how you built this ability to just build this like beautiful brains, you're going to be able to use while you build your rich life on purpose. All right, so the framing around how to take what you have as a book smart girly woman that's degreed up, certified up, all of the accolades up, into the streets, aka the streets being your specific aligned path to building your rich life on purpose that's outside of the traditional. All right, so first thing you have to remember is when you decided that you were going to be number one in your class, when you were going to be number one in doing whatever it is you wanted to do, you had a specific type of confidence in yourself, a confidence that is not really taught. You felt it and then you went after what it is. That is directly going to help you when you are building your rich life on purpose, because you're going to get beat up. Okay. There's no actual test in the streets except the test of whether or not you survive. Okay. Whether or not you survive and then you thrive. Those are like the only tests, and those are like abstract, right? That's only specific to you in your particular situation, because what your success in the streets look like is different from what someone else's success in the streets look like. So you knowing I'm going to be number one and then going after it is going to directly impact this mindset, because you're going to need confidence, because you're going to get beat up, you're going to get jumped. You're going to get jumped by reality when you start building your rich life on purpose. And when you start getting momentum, you're not going to just go on this completely upstream trajectory. There's going to be highs, lows, ups, downs. You're going to want to quit more times than you've ever have in your life. And you're going to think that there's people trying to sabotage you, and more so even yourself trying to sabotage you and trick you out of your own winning spot. Most of that is mental. And the way to combat that is, for one, to be confident. So you need to approach it how you approach the test, how you approach the exam, knowing that you was going to get a 100, you were going to get an A plus. And if you got anything less, that you will be able to articulate to your professor or to your teacher what the thought process of was, kind of like lawyer your way through to hopefully getting some more points. Like, you are that. You've always been that. I know, because that was me. So I found that that confidence is directly transferable to over here. Okay. You're just not going to get an A plus at the end of it. Your A plus is going to be whether or not you decide to go back to bat again. If you decide to wake up and try again, is if you decide that I'm still not where I want to be, I'm going to give it another shot. That's you surviving and you thriving over a long period of time. Okay. So it's not going to just stop when you get that A plus, when you get that degree. It's going to be a continuation. So take that self-confidence and apply it over here. You're not the type of person that needs permission. You already know you want to do it. You just need to be reminded of exactly who you are. Okay, so another thing I want to point out is, if you are book smart and you've always done a good job in that area of life, you have a high level of pattern recognition, and that's going to be so good. That's going to be so helpful in the streets, right? So when you are really good at recognizing patterns, then you are likely to not repeat the same mistakes, and you're likely to double down on what's been working. Perfect. You're going to need that. You're going to need that on this path to building a rich life on purpose, because you need to see, hey, this is working for them, this is working for other people, but what works for you? What is aligned with what it is you want out of this life? All of that matters. And if you've seen trends, we've seen people who predicted the takeoff of what you call this Bitcoin and AI and all these new things when most of the world were doubting it. For example, when Twitter came out and people were on Twitter back in 2006, was 2005 or 2006, sharing their breakfast, people was talking junk. Like, nobody cares what you're eating. Now, guess what everyone's doing? Showing what they have for breakfast, sharing what they have for breakfast, and just talking about their life. But like people like Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only one, but so many other people were like, this is the way to go. And they were right. They're on what you call the right side of history. So if you missed a couple ups throughout the market, if you've missed a couple of predictions throughout the market because you were always thinking traditional, you were always thinking the old way is the best way. Well, if you have a high level of pattern recognition, you could see, okay, drop that traditional way of thinking and think towards the future. And that's going to directly impact in a positive way where you go on your journey. Now, another reason that pattern recognition is important is because you need to recognize the patterns in people. Before, when you were just able to be successful with your book smarts, you rely only on yourself for the most part. When you are building a rich life on purpose, when you are mastering your mind so that you can transform your life, it's not just you. And you're going to have to trust people. You're going to have to be able to weed out the good, the bad, and the not so great and the great. You're going to have to know who to trust as advisors, who you can share your money pros with, your therapy. Like, you're going to have to have a team. Even if you are a one person business, which I highly recommend, you're going to still have to trust a team of people. And pattern recognition is going to help your people skills, because don't listen to what people say, pay attention to what people do. That's just like great wisdom that we've learned from so many people that we don't even know who to attribute it to, right? And just from our own lived experiences, which has led to so much wisdom. Look at patterns. The patterns will directly inform you of who you should trust and who you shouldn't. That's going to help you out in the streets, because you need a team. Even though you may be a single person business, you still need a team of contractors, of just people outside of you in your personal life and your professional life and network wise, like all of it, right? So be mindful of how important your past experience with being really good with pattern recognition is going to help you. For my book smart girlies, for my book smart ladies, another transferable skills would be the fact that you are really good with self-education. Okay, this is important. I know I'm saying everything is important and vital, but this is really vital, because when you're going on this journey of like one of one, like you're on your own path, you're blazing your own trail, there's going to be so, like, there's no one else doing what you want to do in totality. You might see people that have similar dreams and ideas, but no one's going to live the exact life that you're going to live and that you want to go on. And so you're going to have to learn how to teach yourself so many different skills. Yes, you can invest. Yes, you can get another degree. Yes, you can get another certification. I highly recommend you invest in other creators who have gone on the path that you want in specific areas. There's no one that's going to have everything you want to do. So you have to pick and choose. But at the same time, you have to still be able to self educate. And I want to talk more about the importance of self education. You have to know how to study. All right. There's no one that's going to sit there and give you the answers when you go off the traditional route and you pursue that thing that's been lingering in your mind. No one is going to come out to save you. No one is going to come out to teach you every single bit and piece of the things that you need to know. You're going to have to take full responsibility by becoming a high agency person and educating yourself on how to, upskilling yourself on how to become better, learning more. Diving deep into your psychology and your awareness of self is going to really be vital. You have to be able to educate yourself on all of it. That's likely exciting for someone like you who likes to learn, who loves diving into new information and learning about different topics and how they connect. That's really exciting. So, I'm going to challenge you to make sure that you pursue self education on this journey because you really won't be able to survive, let alone thrive, if you are not able to educate yourself. The best way to self educate is to first learn how you learn. So, some people can listen to an audio and get all the information they need. For me, I have to write notes if I'm listening to an audio or a video, right? I have to write notes. I have to repeat it. I have to reread it. It just depends on what type of learner you are. The best type of self education I think there is when you learn something and then you do a project on what it is you're learning. So that basically you're putting it into action. For example, years ago when I was learning Photoshop, I was watching these tutorials, but it wasn't until I started on the project where I had specific questions like how to like erase the background. Now this was years prior to there being so many simplified apps. So this was when we had to learn Photoshop. We had to learn the ins and outs of graphic design before like all the apps and things were created where you can just press literally remove background. And I still like have that skill, which makes these more simplified apps easier for me to use. Work smarter, not harder, but at the same time, like have some skill sets that somebody can't just go purchase a $2.99 app for and be able to do what it is you want to offer. Have a level of skill that requires you to learn also so that you can stand out and be able to differentiate yourself. Also, you'll be able to realize that a lot of things are connecting. You'll be able to connect dots back to pattern recognition. But self-education is very important, especially for my learning lovers. Self-education, you're going to be like, oh, this is helping me out in the streets, right? Okay, our self-confidence that we had when we knew we were going to be number one, we're taking that with us to the streets. We have the skill of pattern recognition that has helped us out from studying to taking exams and just like also people skills. And then we have the importance of self education. If you combine those three things, if you're confident, you can recognize patterns and utilize that in different areas of what it is you're working on, and you know how to teach yourself and learn and self educate, that is a triple threat, right? You are like, you already have a head start above so many other people. And again, like I always say, you are not competing against anyone except your old self or the version of you, the identity that you no longer want to identify with. That's the only person you are competing with, but who you were is going to really help you out and who you want to become when you just realize the amount of transferable skills that you have. Self-reflection, self-awareness is going to be the main way you learn what it is you have that you can take with you into the streets, and the streets being your journey to living your best life, because that's what we are doing over here. We're not doing all this just so we can live mediocre. And like I always say, we're going to make sure we enjoy the journey, because without joy, then what is it? What are we doing here? What are we doing if we're not having fun? If you're not invoking, inserting, injecting, whatever joy into what it is you're doing, then you might as well just, I don't know, pack it up. Pack it up. All right. All right. So if you are interested in building more momentum in your life, you need less like knowledge base and more of a framework on how to train yourself to get the results that you are looking for, be sure to check the links out in the description. This is for the high achieving women who have no problem challenging themselves. This is for the high achieving woman who wants more out of this life. Be sure to check the links in the description. I have exactly what you need. All right. Thank you so much for watching today's video. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spivey J, and I really do hope you have a beautiful day. All right. Peace.